Shalom. Hello. Why, hello there. Yeah. Crazy stuff is happening. We're all gonna die. Forever war. Hooray. Super fun. Can't wait for it. It's gonna be great. Let me do. There we go. Now it's tracking me. Can I get a hello in chat? Can you hear me? Am I clear? Am I loud? Sorry, it's really hot. It's a freaking oven. And I have the AC on full blast because of it. So if I sound kind of weird or if you can hear a buzzing in the back, that's why. Yep. So today I think I'm no expert here, right? Hello Lexus. Hello, thank you. I'm no expert here, right? I'm just a silly fox on the internet, right? A silly stupid fox doom scrolling, and it's nice to have people with me when I doom scroll, right? So I implore everyone to look deeper into this, into everything I cover. We're not talking about America for once. We're going outside. We're going to a fake land because America's the only real place. Everywhere else is just wishes that they were America, right? So we're going to the fake lands of make believe, and we're going to Israel and Iran. Because America's joining the fray apparently. Yep. So I'm gonna try to go through this pretty quick, so I actually have time to chill and maybe play a game. If you want to stick around for that, that'd be cool too. I don't know which game I should play. Probably somewhere between Left 4 Dead 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Apex Legends, or Helldivers 2. I'm still trying to figure out which one I want to do. Helldivers might destroy my computer though, so maybe something simple on my computer, right? Yeah. On Wednesday we're going to have a debate on this topic. I have a debate scheduled at 7 o'clock. The title of the debate is Israel's actions justified? I don't believe so. And we're going to go into some of the reasons why I don't believe so today. There's a lot to go over, so let's just crack into it. Let's just do some cracking. First off, this is pretty recent information. 46% of Israelis see no need for more reporting on Gazan suffering. This is a big indicator. And I want to start here because I think a nation uses propaganda to condition its populace to behave certain ways. That's why we saw what was happening in other countries that did ethnic cleansing or genocide. Most well known is Nazi Germany, right? So like it took a time period to dehumanize the state's targets and to vilify their targets for the populace, and I think this is a good indication, right? So this is I'm obviously I don't have the money for this, but like I ain't spending. I'm doing this for free. I ain't paying money to do this. But reporters and editors of Israel's major news outlets have admitted more than once, especially in private conversations, that their employers haven't allowed them to present the humanitarian crisis in Gaza and the suffering of the population there as a result of the war that Israel has been waging there, right? So like the war on Hamas, finger quote, the war on Hamas. Now a year and 8 months into the war, started by Hamas, October 7th attack, the results of public option poll by Accord Center of Hebrew University of Judaism may help explain the decision to not provide. See, I can't read the rights, right? So I ain't spending the money on this. I ain't got the money for that. But I want to start off here, because from its conception, or at least within my lifespan, Israel's modus actorem, like Israel's decisions and their biggest like claim is that it's the only safe place for Jews. It's the Jewish nation. Everyone around them wants them dead. Everyone around them is a threat. And any action that we see now is justified because it's actually self-defense. And what we're going to see here is that's not necessarily the case, right? Typically, it's Israel doing things that are increasing tensions, lying, and not responding in kind to what their surrounding nations do, right? So we're done with that one. Because you have a populace of so many people that just literally don't see anyone outside of their nation, and the people within the surrounding nations, I should say, as like not worthy of life, we see things like this. You can't see it, it's behind me, but it says Israel must end mass incarceration, mass my god, it's so hot. Like I'm dripping. Like it's so fucking hot. Mass detention and torture of Palestinians from Gaza, right? So, oh, thank God. I got a spray bottle to. Oh, that's not the. No, no, no. All right, cool. Now I can think. So pretty much it says Israel must end mass detention of and torture of Palestinians, right? And this is the Amnesty International. No, okay. Detention of Palestinians from Gaza under the law. Torture and other ill treatment, including sexual violence, are war crimes. These allegations must be independently investigated by International Criminal Court Prosecutor's Office. This is critical due to the documented failure of the Israel judiciary to credibly investigate the torture allegations by Palestinians in the past. Israel authorities must also gain immediate and unrestricted access to all places of detention to impediment minors, access that has been denied since October 7th. So just this little bit will get us into the next bit. Like, you can go and read all the articles, I implore you. But we're just going down a through line right now, right? So, since October 7th, there's been mass incarceration of even Palestinians that were in Gaza and in the West Bank and within Israelis' citizenship, right? And there has been cases of torture. There's been evidence of torture, and specifically sexual torture towards Palestinians there. because because Israel has conditioned its people to believe that Gazans, Palestinians aren't people, have conditioned them to see them as the enemy, has conditioned them to see as a roadblock for peace. You get protests like this. Israel protesters rally for the right to rape prisoners. I don't know. I just, like, the things I hear from even the people within government is in Israel, if it was any other country, if it wasn't like this colonialist project pushed by Western nations within the Middle East, we would all see what it is, right? Like, our governments also condition us to see things in a black and white way that is beneficial to them. Like, I'm not Islamophobic. I have multiple Muslim friends. I see every religion as there's people that are progressive and just have a faith in God. And then there's people that are conservative and have a faith in God. My complaints about any Islamic person would be the same for a Christian, right? So the fact that we have evidence, and this video is going to show, of these Israelis literally protesting to rape their prisoners, like from Palestinian prisoners, is just psychotic. And it goes back to the first part, 64% don't think it needs to be covered. Don't think it's like actually a problem. Come on.
בגדול, עוד פעם, זה מעניין לי את העכוז מה עשו לאיש חמאס הזה. אני כל הזמן זוכר, קודם כל הדבר היחיד שמבחינתי הוא בעיה פה, זה שלא,
I should probably read this part in case you guys can't read it. I always remember first of all, the only problem for me here is that it's not a regulated policy of the state
שזו לא איזושהי מדיניות מוסדרת של
to abuse the detainees.
המדינה להתעלל
Because first, they deserve it.
בעצירים, כי בגדול זה גם
And it's great revenge that we should give them.
קודם כל מגיע להם, וזה אחלה נקמה שאנחנו צריכים לתת להם, ודבר שני,
And second, maybe it would also serve as a deterrent.
אולי זה גם ישמש אותנו קצת יותר כהרתעה.
This journalist has since called his comments a mistake. I don't know. I think you were saying it on like off your chest. I think you're pretty much saying what you believe at this point. I don't think there's no mistake. It might have been a mistake because you didn't. It's a mistake because you dealt with the words that you said. You know, the consequences of your actions. Oh man, I made a mistake. Now I have to deal with the consequences of being like a fucking ghoul. You know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Other than that, it's not a slip of words. After Israel's Channel 12 aired a leaked video of the alleged assault, far-right politician, I'm not even going to try to say that, said, those who leaked the video should be persecuted and not the soldiers. right? You can go on Twitter and read what these people in government in Israel say, and they are like, they are bloodthirsty. I'm pretty sure we might be covering this in a future part. I'm pretty sure it's shown, at least in a video, or brought up in one of the videos I have listed in the future for this segment. But like, they've like justified killing children because you have to eradicate them all so they don't make any more, because their existence is a threat to Israel's peace, right? There's like government officials that say that, citizens of Israel that say that. It's psychotic. This is what hypernationalism does. This is not a bueno time for anybody, including the Israelis that believe this shit, because all they ever can do is go. It's a forever war. It'll never be good enough. They'll always have to expand. Everyone on their border will always be a threat to them because of their actions and the way that they've treated their neighbors within the Middle East. There's always going to be tension, and until there is a actual like peaceful resolution of deterring each side from committing violence and pushing for mutual benefit things like trade, border crossings, employment, travel, all this stuff, it's never going to get good over there. It'll be a war-torn area for the rest of forever until humanity's fucking gone. Or until they blow them all up, you know, like everyone's just blown up in there. And it seems we're going down that road right now. National Security Minister, not going to even try to say that, says any action is permissible, meaning like any action towards Palestinian prisoners or towards the war effort is permissible. If it's done for the sake of the nation's national security. It's permissible to sexually assault prisoners in the name of national security. I'm pretty sure torturing and assaulting prisoners only increases negative views on the state that is torturing and assaulting their prisoners, especially from the people that you captured them from. That is not, even when America was doing its war on terror in the Middle East, we understood to make allies with the people in community there. We understood to treat the community well because we are an occupying force and there is more of them than there is of us. So you make allies, you treat them well, you give them a benefit for you being there because it gives a better outlook on you as the force coming, like the force outside of your own nation in their nation, right? Like even America understood this. They've talked about this. I know people that was in the war of terror all throughout the Middle East, multiple different people, and they had buddies that were from the area that were allied with our forces to help navigate and socialize and understand the community, you know? This is just bloodshed. Just kill them all. None of them are human beings. Slice and dice. And this just increases tensions between the two until one is completely obliterated. Supporters of the soldiers have also protested at Israel's High Court. against a petition to close down the base. So this base that we're talking about is literally just a detention center. It's just 100% for prisoners. And they're citizens. They might be Hamas. We don't know. They don't tell us. But they're allowing torture and sexual abuse there, right? So, like, in the response to how demonic their military is behaving, I guess I will say, like how evil their military is behaving, they're protesting and saying, no, don't shut down the base. This is permissible. We should continue doing this. It's just insane. Shaming the people because they literally shaming the people because they're trying to have some accountability for these actions. That's crazy, you know? The shameful is shaming the people that are correct in this situation. That's insane. All right. We're going to continue. Here's another little bit that I want to get into before we get to Twitter doom scrolling. Yeah. Kids under fire in Gaza. American doctors volunteering in Gaza report a disturbing pattern of children shot by Israel's forces. Now they're pushing for accountability, right?
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance.
There was a medical doctor. This is a whole ass interview for all of them. You can just easily you can easily look up all these. I'm not gonna listen to the whole interview. If you want to look it up, you can. But I'm not gonna butcher these people's name. I'm just gonna say Dr. M. I'm dyslexic as it is, and I'm an American. You can hate me all you want. When Dr. M returned from her first volunteer trip to Gaza in the summer of 2024, she started flipping through her notes and came to a shocking conclusion. In 1 month, the ER physician had treated at least 18 children with gunshots to the head or chest, and that's only the patients she had time to make note of. They were children under the age of 12, she says. That's something I saw every single day, multiple times a day, for the whole 4 weeks that I was there. Dr. M, not the only one, other physicians who've worked in Gaza report seeing similar cases on a regular basis, suggesting a disturbing pattern. The doctors alleged that members of the Israel military may be deliberately targeting children. This week, on Revel, in partnership, that part doesn't really matter. Yep. So there's another article that goes into more detail about this. The Mother Jones covers it. Doctor who saw children shot in the head in Gaza and tried to tell the world, right? So this is this isn't just one person. These are multiple different places, people, groups. And I think this right here is important. This is the Wikipedia on Israel's war crimes within Gaza. It's a good place to start if you just want to understand all the evidence in general. They're targeting civilians just driving around. That's kind of gruesome. There's at the beginning of the war, especially, there was multiple situations where they were just lying. They've targeted journalists. They've targeted doctors. They've targeted hospitals. They've killed entire there was multiple different ambulances driving, and the military, Israel's military, targeted them and killed them and then buried them in a mass grave without telling anybody. And it took multiple days, weeks even, for the United Nations to find the mass grave and uncover the truth, right? So numerous charges of war crimes have been levied against Israel for its actions against civilians. These charges have come from Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International. I don't know how to say that. And human rights groups and experts, including UN reporters, Anthony included in the Biden administration, and has high tolerance for whatever happens in Gaza. In October 2023, the White House stated it had no red lines for Israel's actions, right? So like if we like this is the like I hate to go here, but like if we go to like uh why is that not showing up? My chat is there it goes. What up, Nums? Sorry I haven't responded yet. Have you ever thought I'm not gonna go into like conspiracy. It's pretty obvious that like Israel's motive act around that, like their existence is claimed on like we're the only safe place for Jews. So like the more it's unsafe for Jews around the world, the more that statement becomes true. And it seems like through their actions, they don't really care if they increase anti-Semitism throughout the world because it will make their claim more true. I don't like ethnic states. Like I don't like any sort of ethnic state. I don't want a white ethnic state or a black ethnic state or an Asian ethnic state or a Jewish ethnic state or any sort of ethnic state, especially a genocidal theocratic ethnic state, you know? It's pretty bad, pretty disgusting stuff. I think I would like every nation to be a secular democracy of some sort, right? If there are going to be states, I think that's just like a better option. Yeah. Yeah, what I was trying to say before all this, thanks for chiming in. This right here, no red lines. If I hate to go here, but like if we look at any other nation, like for example, Russia, right? Russia has been annexing and like doing military conquests along its border under Putin for a minute now. And because there's not been a big pushback up until Ukraine, they kept on trying to go for it. Okay. Um, unless there's like consequences for bad behavior of a nation. Okay, okay, whatever. We're talking about like current times right now, bro. um, okay. So if we look at like historically nations that commit these kind of actions towards its neighbors or its only civilians, until there is actual negative consequences in return because of these behaviors, they're just going to keep on going, right? For example, the Holocaust only got to the Holocaust. Germany only got to Germany because there was no negative repercussions until they started trying to invade other countries. Like they broke all of the policies. They broke their agreement of no military. They broke their agreement of paying certain reparations. They broke all these different things that they were supposed to keep hold. And because there was no action until it was too fucking late, they just kept on going. Same thing with Russia, any nation, right? There has to be some sort of negative consequences when you do this. I'm pretty sure anyone in here, including the person yapping up a storm in my in my chat, would say like if there is a building full of hostages and like some terrorists, you don't blow up the whole fucking building, right? Because of these actions, even Israeli soldiers killed their own, killed hostages speaking Hebrew, waving white flags. They have decimated the area. They have only increased tensions. And if this continues, if this goes on, you have to be honest. Where's the end goal? Where does this lead up? If there's no one stops any action from Israel, specifically in Gaza, what happens? I'm pretty sure there's going to be no Gaza. And if it's only Gaza and it's only Hamas that's the problem, then what's with the settlers in the West Bank? There's a thing that people call, there's a thing called Greater Israel, right? And that, hello Nova, Greater Israel, and that's like Netanyahu's endgame. So if we're gonna go a little bit further into Israel and Gaza, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about Israel and Iran situation. But I think this is pretty. I think this person says it better than I ever could in this interview, and I just want you to take note of the response. Here, let me bring this up here so I can still see chat. Just in case. Okay. Cool. I think this brings up. He says all this way better than I ever could. I'm good at arguing. And I'm just a stupid idiot fox that's new to streaming, so I just want you to take note on how the Israeli representative behaves in this interview, and think about this in the mindset of not Israel, not Gaza, just like any other, just like blank nation, There's an interview. These are the claims. This is what the reporter is asking a representative of the state. I just want you to try to think of it through those lenses, and we will see what happens.
Is Israel committing genocide on the Palestinians?
Are you serious by asking this question? Are you serious? Do you consider yourself a serious journalist by asking such a question?
According to Amnesty, who published a 296-page report published in December 2024, backed by forensic evidence, they say Israel is committing a genocide. Your response to that?
It's a bunch of liars and lies.
So you don't believe Amnesty, you don't believe Human Rights Watch, UN experts are discredited. Now some of Israel's most respected Holocaust scholars accuse your government of genocide, Jewish scholars. Professor Amos Goldberg, you know him well, I presume, a leading Israeli Holocaust historian, wrote, yes, it is genocide, it is difficult and painful to admit, but after 6 months of brutal war, we can no longer avoid this conclusion. This is one of the most respected Jewish scholars saying that your government is committing genocide. Why is Israel starving the people of Gaza?
But again, as you said before, genocide, starving, ethnical cleansing, my God, everything is here. I say again, nonsense, lies. And honestly, sir, I accuse you of being an anti-Semite, anti-Israeli journalist, and this is what you are. Please.
So we have like So this journalist is coming at this official of the government with questions based upon Human Rights Watch claims, the UN claims, a bunch of groups claims, right? And their response is like, are you serious? And their response is, I think you're anti-Semitic. We are not talking about Jewish people. We are talking about the behaviors of a state. The behaviors the behaviors of a state doesn't represent a ethnic group, and it also doesn't represent a religion in totality. So this has always been such an easy way to silence criticism or questioning of behaviors from Israel, because there is this historic understanding of what the Jewish people went through. And no one wants to be labeled as an anti-Semite, right? But whenever you muddy the waters of what anti-Semitism is, to the point of you asking questions based upon the claims of reputable organizations about this state's behavior, anti-Semitism doesn't mean anything anymore. It just means fuck all. This is why I don't like. I don't need to do history. What land was that before the colonialist project, Israel, showed up? Were there Jewish people in Palestine before the creation of Israel? Like, you're barking up the wrong tree here. You're just saying, do research, do research. I don't need to know historical facts to understand what is happening right now is not justified. To label an entire group of people within a border the enemy and claim any action against those people is justified is not good. You can make as many excuses as you want, or like claim I'm ignorant. Is Israel not the Jewish state? I don't care about which sect or which group. You don't have to be religiously Israel to live, like, be Jewish. I mean, you don't have to be religiously Jewish to be an Israeli. You don't even have to be Jewish necessarily. But do they claim it's this Jewish state? Does Netanyahu himself say it's the only safe place for Jews? It's the safest place on earth for Jews? Do they not have the Jewish star? The Star of David on their flag? Is the state not intertwined with Judaism, a ethnicity and a religion? I don't know what you're even saying. You're telling me that I'm ignorant and that I need to know history. I know how Israel started. I also know the agreements that Britain made with the people within the Ottoman Empire that were ethnically Palestinian, and the agreement that they broke with them to fight the Ottoman Empire. I know all this stuff. I probably know more than you. I know everything. I am everything. So what are you even talking about? I might be a silly, stupid little fox on the internet. Little VTuber dummy dumb. But I know. I know.
Continue. This is what you are.
Did
But
you
this
just
is
call
the
me an
most-
anti-Semite
Yes, sir.
for asking questions
Yes,
based
yes, because you don't
on
allow-
UN reports, on Amnesty
Sir,
reports,
no
based on
sympathy,
Human Rights
sir.
Watch,
Sir.
UN experts, Israeli
Sir, that's
scholars?
what you do right now.
So
Sir,
now
that's
I'm
what you do,
an
sir.
anti-Semite
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
for
I'm sorry,
asking
I'm sorry, I'm
questions
sorry.
about your war?
If you accuse me,
I'm asking questions.
the Jewish
I'm not
nation,
accusing
no,
you
I'm
of
asking you,
anything.
yes, sir. What you're doing in this interview is a disgrace, sir. You're a disgrace to the profession of journalism. You're a disgrace. Is there anything
It's a disgrace to ask questions based upon claims from reputable sources. It is a disgrace to ask questions about a war that the state you represent is a part of? Interesting. It seems like this guy doesn't actually want to address the questions and arguments. I don't know. It seems like he might know that he's talking out of his ass, and he has no good response to all of this, except for you're an anti-Semite and you're a bad reporter, right?
positive about Israel?
It just seems like that.
Is there anything positive about this country, or everything is bad?
One thing that's positive about Israel, they run good festivals, or they would if they weren't getting bombed right now. The people there are human beings that deserve rights and happiness. But as a state, I separate states and people. Like, just because the people are lockstep behind the state, like I covered in the very beginning of all this, that doesn't mean, like, the people should be punished for the state's actions necessarily, like, directly, right? I think the state is dog shit, and we need to, like, get Netanyahu out. And, like, we need to put someone in charge that actually cares about peace with its neighbors. Right? I'm just waiting for someone in the side chat to be like, but what about Hamas? Fuck Hamas too. Why would Hamas exist if not, like, you know, just real quick, you know how the best way you get more people to join Hamas? You know the best way you get people to join Hamas? Kill their family.
Are we the vicious? Are we the evil one? I'm asking you a question. You are a journalist covering between Israel and Gaza.
Right now, your prime minister has an arrest warrant against him.
Okay. By the way,
for
one
war
of the
crimes. Okay.
Imagine.
That's part one. Let's go to part two.
Party denied
Imagine.
For starving a population.
Yeah.
Your heritage minister, Amichai Lahu, said nuking Gaza was an option and called for methods more painful than death for Palestinians. More journalists are killed in Gaza than in both world wars, Vietnam, the former Yugoslavia, and Afghanistan combined, according to the Watson Institute's Cost of War project. As a former journalist and editor, can you explain to us why Israel is killing Palestinian journalists on a mass scale? Why is the Israeli government not allowing international press into the Gaza Strip?
This is a war zone, and in any war zone, I covered Kosovo war, I covered Iraq war, I covered Afghanistan war. There were restrictions, and you should know it as well. You know it better than me.
Sir, I've been in this line for 20 years. I've covered the war in Afghanistan for about 15 years.
You?
Yes.
Good.
I've covered Syria, Israel, and Palestine for many years. I've been to Ukraine. Never, ever have I experienced a warring party denying access totally to a war zone. We can go to Ukraine and the Ukrainians will take us to the front lines and let us cover what's happening there. We can go and ask the Russians and they will allow us to their side of the front lines. Why is the Israeli government not allowing international press into the Gaza Strip?
Israel does not intention.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, they literally, in the beginning of the war, in the beginning of response to October 7th, targeted journalists' houses. Before October 7th even happened, a journalist was sniped in the head. Let's see if I can find this real quick before we continue this video. Let's go here so I don't bother you with all the clicking and searching and whatnot. Yep, here we go. This was big news, and this happened before October 7th. If you see, May 11th, 2022, right here. Right? So this was a journalist within Gaza. She was shot, murdered, and then her funeral was assaulted by the IDF. My entire life, Israel says its military likely shot and killed an American activist. Right? This is what happens whenever there's no red line anymore. It just, anything you want to do, you can do. You can get away with it. You can just do it. You just do whatever. You can just do whatever. So my entire life, I've been aware for a while now, way before October 7th, what was happening to the Gazan people, how it was a occupied territory, the encroachment within the West Bank and the settlers there assaulting, burning down crops, assaulting Palestinians within the West Bank, burning down crops within the West Bank, IDF soldiers in the West Bank illegally, an occupying force there illegally, helping these people, helping the Israel people to do these actions. We're going to see one lady in soon that has a big hand in all of this. And she's been detained by the IDF and then released, and she just immediately goes back and does it again. And it seems like they only detain and give those repercussions so people didn't say like, oh, you're breaking the law, right? You're allowing people to break the law. So this is another interview from the same person. Like I wish journalists actually did their job and asked these questions and weren't just like glazing the industrial war complex and Israel by just being like, what about Hamas? What about Hamas? What about Hamas? What about Hamas? Oh, any criticism or question, and not just like bending the knee and following order, like following the line of like where the industrial war complex wants us to go. You're a terrorist, you know? So here's another interview.
Israel does not intentionally harm civilians.
Mrs. Haskell, your forces have shot civilians with white flags. Your forces have shot children. Your forces even shot your own hostages that managed to escape, waving white flags, speaking Hebrew. They were shot. 1,400 health workers in Gaza have been killed by your forces in the past 18 months. 1,400. That's not single incidents, that's a lot of incidents. Last month, IDF soldiers opened fire and killed 14 health and rescue workers, spraying them with bullets, then burying them with their cars in a mass grave along the road. Have any soldiers held accountable for the mass killing of 14 health workers?
Our soldiers are working in a very difficult environment.
If it was a mistake,
That response, though, you don't mistake. The excuse has always been, oh, it was a Hamas base. Oh, Hamas has put military next to civilians, so we can't do anything about it. No other country could get away with this, including America. I don't think America could get away with this. Like, it's insane. You don't kill hostages. You don't target, even if it is even if they were Hamas, let's say, you have no proof. You're just seeing vehicles driving that have indications on it that they are health workers. That is all you know. you can assume from just seeing that, I guess, like, oh, let's just spray fire. But like, if we'll see in the future, like how that 64% of Israeli citizens think it's okay. Like they don't need to talk about what's happening to the Palestinians, and journalists should not talk about it, right? Well, like that has a consequences. That has a consequence, and there's a reason why they would want to do that, right?
Why not call the UN and say, listen, we made a mistake. We shot at 6 ambulances and a fire truck.
Yeah. This is just like, I feel like I'm in upside down world, because it's like either the only conclusion I can make for anyone on Israelis' defense at this point is like they have an emotional connection, maybe because they themselves are Jewish, or they might have like they have a like. Are you? Oh, I thought I was getting sprayed with the spray bottle right now. They either have like an emotional connection because they themselves are Jewish, so like they have the conditioning that Western nations have done with the Islamophobia, with the Western centric understanding of how the Middle East is, Middle East people are. They have the propaganda pushed on them, because like the war on terror really melted people's fucking mind. It really messed a lot of people up. It melted Americans' mind to the point where they made French fries into freedom fries because France was correct and called out the lies. And even now our government even is like, yeah, they did not have WMDs, and you invaded the wrong country that you claimed had WMDs, and they weren't the ones who did 9/11. Like, wait, what? You know? So at this point, either you're ghoulish or you're brainwashed. That's all. Like cult-like belief, because whenever you have an emotional reasoning of why you hold a belief, it is hard to logic someone out of that, because it's so easy for that person to just say like, oh, that's a lie. Oh, that's just propaganda. Oh, what about this? Oh, what about that? You know? The totality of evidence that put me to the position that I'm in right now is undeniable, unless you have some sort of like emotional connection, like emotional reasoning behind it. Like, they're terrorists, so Israel's obviously the good guy or something because you fell for the war on terror. Oh, Israel's the only democracy within the middle, which isn't true. There's other countries that are democracies, you know? It just ignorance and conditioning. So let's go to the last part of
The mass killing of 14 health workers.
Our soldiers are working in a very difficult environment.
If it was a mistake, why not call the UN and say, listen, we made a mistake. We shot at 6 ambulances and a fire truck. Please come and look at what happened here. What your forces did, they killed these people, then they buried them in a mass grave. And it took the UN 7 days to get to the site.
The Nazification of Israel, that's where it should be filed. This is a country that's gone completely off the rails, and the more that you see it in operation, the more it looks like the Germans under Hitler. This is just hard to believe. We're talking about eradicating all of the Palestinians in Gaza, murdering them. This is hard to believe.
Every child in Gaza is the enemy.
You need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
These are people, after that professor says this, these are people that are on the side of Israel and Israelis themselves. So be prepared. It's pretty fucking ghoulish what you're about to hear.
Every child in Gaza is the enemy.
You need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
I just think we need to kill them, every one of them, and that's it.
This is the sort of things that the Germans did. It's supposed to be never again. I don't see any evidence that people in Israel believe in the principle of never again, certainly when it applies to the Palestinians. It's sickening. I don't know what else to say. I didn't think anything like this would ever happen, but it is happening.
When there is a war, it doesn't matter who your enemy is, you need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
Believe Israeli women.
These are the settlers.
To give some context, the Believe Israeli Women is a protest because there's been accounts during October 7th. There was multiple sexual assaults that occurred, right? So like the Believe Israeli Women is being used as a tongue-in-cheek way right here to in between these ghouls saying like, oh, kill them all, every man, woman, and child, kill them all, they're all evil, they're all in our way, they're all a threat to us, every baby is a threat to us. It's a tongue-in-cheek way to use that, to be like, oh yeah, believe them, yep, we'll believe them, or listen to what Israeli women are saying right now. So that's some context right here.
When there is a war, it doesn't matter who your enemy is, you need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
Believe Israeli women.
These are the settlers in waiting, keen to start a new life, to annex Gaza for Israel. But what of the Palestinians who live in Gaza now?
I just think we need to kill them, every one of them, and that's it.
Believe Israeli woman.
Speaking about more than two.
This right here, I can't remember her name, but this is the ghoul I was talking about. She in the West Bank specifically, she is the person who's been arrested multiple times and has protested to remove Palestinians from their houses within the West Bank and camps people out in tents with the promise of like, oh, we're gonna get them out of here. She's caused riots, she's caused death, she's burnt crops, bunch of horrible stuff she's been a part of, right? So this is the ghoul I was talking about earlier. And the IDF is there too. The IDF is in a lot of ways they assist, because if any violence from the Palestinians occurs towards these occupying groups of settlers, they'll defend the settlers, even though what they're doing is illegal.
Speaking about more than 2 million Arabs, they will not stay there. We, Jews, will be in Gaza.
That sounds like ethnic cleansing.
Believe Israeli women.
That seems sociopathic.
I can...
Doesn't it?
No, not at all. This is normal.
Believe Israeli women.
No, a single loaf of bread should go there.
They're starving to death.
Yeah. So whenever I said, like, in the very beginning, 64%, or like, yeah, no, yeah, we shouldn't cover any of it, is because they know and they support and they're bloodthirsty and they've been conditioned to believe these people are the enemy and that their existence, without ethnic cleansing, there will be no peace, right? So
for starving.
That's that. Now we're gonna get here we go. Here's another. Zionists celebrate the genocide of Palestinians, right? So whenever the war against Israel and Hamas began, I only say war because it's what the media labels it. I would say the slaughter of Palestinians from Israel. This is what people were doing. They were celebrating it. They were cheering. They had yard chairs watching the bombs come down onto Gaza. This is how they behaved. Obviously not every Israeli. But a good number of them. bombing for peace is like fucking for virginity. So true. So true. So based. Let me bring you guys back in front of me so I can read chat. Why you glitching? Okay. Cool. All right. This is what Gaza. This is an aerial view of Gaza before October. And this is an aerial view now, right? Where's the one? There should be a
as of today.
Here we go. So even today, like Israel has they also have like construction, bulldozing stuff, dealing with all the rubble. Trump has even alluded to like, oh, it's gonna be great waterfront property. It's gonna be great waterfront property, you know. It's just really ghoulish. Like all of this is just, once again, if you don't believe in like, oh, this is ethnic cleansing, oh, these are war crimes, oh, this is genocide, if they don't stop, if Israel doesn't stop, what happens to the people within Gaza and in the West Bank, right? They get at least ethnically displaced, but they're being starved out, they're being bombed, they're being shot, children are being murdered, journalists are being murdered, doctors are being murdered, hospitals are being destroyed, infrastructure is targeted constantly, right? So how does this fucking end? What is left? If we stopped now, what is left for them anyway? Right? At this point, we're just waiting for the last person to either starve out or like, or them to be able to migrate somewhere else as refugees. At this point, it's just like waiting. Yep. Let me actually bring myself back up. That was a bad idea to bring myself down. Okay.
Right now, I hope none. Okay, how many does Israel have? How many?
Okay, so this is gonna get into the World War III. Everyone, breaking news: World War III, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Bad things are happening. America has Trump himself has broke constitutional law and declared war on Iraq. Right? Iran, my bad. On Iran, not on Iraq. On Iran. Broke constitutional law, just declared war, initiated strikes without Congress whatsoever doing its part, and choosing if we are in war or not. Right? So we're in a legal war with Iran in defense of Israel, and freaking just like in the War of Terror, the excuse is WMDs. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. You know, there's this saying in Tennessee. I'm on the internet right now, but probably same for the internet like it is in Tennessee. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. Right? Right? Fool me once. laugh through the pain, I guess. That's what I'm going to try to do. But the reasoning was there's WMDs. They have they're 2 weeks away. They're just a week away from WMDs. They've been a week away for so long, and I'm going to show you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you that one first. They've been a week away from WMDs for so freaking long. Where is it at?
And is it
so
whatsoever?
Real quick, the excuse for WMDs, this ghoul, this authoritarian chucklefuck, this evil loser that's starting forever wars so he doesn't get out of office because he's very unpopular at the moment. He was a part of the lie. Wow, no way. Lying about his interests within the Middle East of destabilizing and increasing tensions between other nations within the Middle East and America. So he has a monopoly on like allyship with America within the Middle East. Whoa, no way. Whoa, let's hear.
Question whatsoever that Saddam is seeking and is working and is advancing towards the development of nuclear weapons. No question whatsoever. And there is no question that once he acquires it, history shifts immediately. Question whatsoever.
This was 2002. A part of the lies. Even our government came out and was like, yeah, those were lies. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Haha, gotcha. We lied about the WMDs. Gotcha.
Regime, as far as
where is there's a video where it's a bunch of them just constantly saying
Netanyahu a liar.
Okay.
I'm not calling Benjamin Netanyahu a liar, but if you've been saying something for 20, 30 years and it hasn't come to fruition, does that mean that you're lying about it? You tell me. Watch this.
If not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year. It could be within a few months.
That was this year, right? That was actually a couple of days ago. June 12th, 2025. Let's see. Let's go.
They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly if they wanted to do it.
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs.
They're very close. They're 6 months away from being about 90% of having the enriched uranium for an atom bomb. Iran is gearing up to produce 25 bombs, atomic bombs a year, 250 bombs in a decade. Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out.
Iran will be capable of producing alone, without importing anything, nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
Are American leaders listening to this? Is Donald Trump listening to this? And the big question is, are we being played?
Yes. Trump is listening to it. He's taking it hook, line, and sinker. As we're going to see in a second, Netanyahu knows how to really work it. Oh, here you go. Here's another one.
Not stopped. Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year. It could be within a few months. They have the wherewithal, the stored up.
Pretty sure this is
250 bombs in a decade. Ladies and gentlemen.
That was the same thing. Okay. So yeah, no, Trump is listening to it. Netanyahu knows how to butter Trump up by saying really nice things. And these are the nice things he says to Trump. Did I save it? I hope I saved it. I thought I saved it. Maybe I didn't save it. Maybe I'm gonna have to search it. Oh man. Alrighty. Is this it?
Congratulations.
Ah, I found it. Yay. You can I learned my lesson. The one time I tried searching through things and opening a tab in Twitter's evil Gooner website. I don't know why, but yeah. Netanyahu knows how to butter up Trump, and so Trump's going to fall for it hook, line, and sinker, just like any other authoritarian has done with Trump. Oh, Putin is such a good leader, you know, like he's friends with Putin. He's friends with anyone that says nice, any authoritarian, because he wants to be an authoritarian, a strong, militaristic, authoritarian figure within our country. Any of them buttering him up is like, yeah, that's a good guy right there. That's a guy I should listen to. That guy knows.
Congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to target Iran's nuclear facilities with the awesome and righteous might of the United States will change history. In Operation Rising Lion, Israel has done truly amazing things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace.
Like I said earlier, Iran never attacked first. This all started with Netanyahu's lie of they're trying to make WMDs. They're a threat to us. And then they started shooting missiles at... they started shooting missiles. Like, look at this. Netanyahu thanks prayers Trump's for using the awesome and righteous might of the United States. Oh my God. These people are cooked. These people should not be able to vote. These people are cooked. They need to just like be put in a padded cell and given like some Play-Doh or something. Like, my God. The state, this evil, wicked states form these people's brains like putty. It's crazy. Okay, yeah. Starting increasing violence between people does not create peace. This loser lied about Iran having WMDs and then started shooting missiles at Iran, including civilian places, not anywhere even close to military bases. And they retaliated back because the only time Iran has actually committed violence within the last several years since the first Trump administration has been in response to Netanyahu's the Israeli genocide. And it was a deterrent and a threat to stop the genocide. Just like the Houthis. Once there was a ceasefire and peace talks between Hamas and Israel, the Houthis stopped. The whole thing of October 7th, the bloodshed and the murder, all that stuff, all that was bad. But the hostage taking was to have some sort of leverage, because in this situation, Israel has all the power. So they have the responsibility to enact a situation that would lead to peace. But it's not in their interest to do that whenever they have no negative consequences up until now. Right? Goodbye. Okay. It's him lying. That's that ghoul. So
anticipate offering.
We declared war. Trump declared war. And I just
Our president will start a war with.
Silence, you loser. I just think this is really funny. I think this is hilarious. This is an amazing little clip. I wish there was a way to show this to Trump. I wish I could if I had 10 seconds with Trump, like 10 seconds of Trump's time, it would be showing him this, and as it ends, me screaming KYS pedo.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Damn.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Damn. Shots fired. I like criticizing myself too, but damn, shots fired. Weak and ineffective Trump, Mr. Peace President. Dude was like, I'm gonna end all wars. There was no wars under me. I'm strong. I'm the negotiator. I know how to bring these people to the table and end everything. Within a week, Russia and Ukraine, no more war. I'll end it. He hasn't ended that one, and he just started a new one. Illegally. Because it's up to Congress to vote to say if we're in a war or not. That's constitutional law. Right? Once again, bombing for peace is like fucking for virginity. So true, homie. So true. Let's see what this ghoul has to say. There's a reason I saved this. I've only watched a little bit, but there's a reason. I don't like this guy. He's on the Epstein list too. He absolutely did have sexual relations with that woman. He's the police president. He hired all the police. He helped start militarizing the police. He's a ghoul. He's a loser. He's an idiot. But let's see if he says anything correct here.
Mr. Netanyahu has long wanted to fight Iran because that way he can stay in office forever and ever. I mean, he's been there most of the last 20 years. But I think we should be trying to diffuse it. And I hope President Trump will do that. I hope anybody there will do that. We've got to stop. We've got to convince our friends in the Middle East that we'll stand with them and try to protect them.
Oh my God, he has friends with terrorists. He's friends with terrorists. Is the Republican response? They hear that and just ignore like all the nuance is gonna happen, meaning like, oh, people are individuals, and there's people in the Middle East that are reasonable and would absolutely side with us if we didn't treat them like dog shit as a scapegoat for forever wars, right? But Oh, he's friends with terrorists. I knew he was the enemy.
But choosing undeclared wars in which the primary victims are civilians who are not politically involved one way or the other, just want to live decent lives, is not a very good solution.
Don't you know they're all terrorists? Don't you know they want to destroy America? Don't you know they hate Christians? Don't you know they enslave Christians and they kill Christians?
Do I think that we have to try to stop Iran from having a nuclear weapon? I do. I tried at that, and we had some success. But we don't have to have all this outright, constant killing of civilians who can't defend themselves and they just want a chance to live.
Yeah, people are people. They are shaped by their material conditions. Absolutely. I think the last thing I'm going to end on is this right here. This right here. Because if you didn't know this, we had an agreement with Iran. This gentleman right here, he's going to go into detail about the agreement. And you'll never guess who ended the agreement that made it so they could not make nuclear weapons. You'll never guess. It might be... I'm pretty sure... You'll never guess. You'll never guess who the...
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. Our president...
So this absolute buffoon, this ancient, disgusting sex pest, felon, pedo, we had an agreement with Iran that it was between France, Russia, Iran, and America. So France would take the materials for the nuclear sites for energy, make them into rods, send them back to Iran. Whenever they started deteriorating, Russia would come in and they would take and deposit the radioactive material because they did not have the way to do it, because if they were allowed to keep it, that's how you would be able to make a nuclear warhead, right? So the UN was able to do investigations, had free reign. You could take tours in the facilities. It was highly investigated and highly watched, and it was fine. There was
regime.
But let's hear what this gentleman has to say real quick.
Do you trust the Iranian regime as far as he could throw them when it comes to potentially creating a bomb?
It doesn't come down to trust at all, and I'll beg the rest of the panel's forgiveness. I'll try to stay quiet later on in the hour here and let y'all talk. But just real quick so you understand, we had a deal in 2015 under which Iran exported every bit of their enriched uranium stockpile to France, who would then turn it into fuel rods and then ship it back to Iran to use in their reactor. Now, the nuclear reactor produces plutonium waste, but they don't have the facility required to reprocess plutonium to get all the impurities out to make weapons fuel. So they had no plutonium route to the bomb. The Russians would come and get the plutonium out of their reactor when it was full and time, every couple years or whatever. Now, their uranium route to the bomb, because they were exporting every bit of their enriched uranium out of the country, was they have this arbitrary timeline breakout period. They call it the breakout point, that it would take them 1 year if they decided to withdraw from the treaty, kick the inspectors out of the country, and begin to enrich weapons-grade uranium, it would take them a year to have enough to make one bomb with. Now, the new report that came out said that on top of that, it would take them another couple of years to have an actual warhead ready to do anything with it. And I'm sorry this is complicated, but I know people can follow on this if you know anything about the history here. Let me explain real quick now that the Nagasaki bomb was a implosion bomb, a plutonium implosion bomb. Which is the type of bomb that can be miniaturized and fit to a missile. But the Hiroshima bomb was a simple gun-type nuke, a uranium nuke, which is a humongous thing. Iran could never fit that on a missile or deliver it to Israel or the United States in a million years. And so if they had a single gun-type nuke or two, it would essentially be to test off a demonstration round in the desert to show that they have one, but it still would not make them an offensive threat to anyone. And as the CIA concluded in 2007, they abandoned all research into a weapons program, even bothering to look into it in 2003 when America got rid of Saddam Hussein for them. And so the fact that they've had now, I'm sorry, get to your point. Donald Trump left the treaty or the agreement in 2018. Now, Pierce, it's complicated, but according to the agreement, Iran is allowed to stop abiding by some of the restrictions in it if America breaks our side of the deal. They actually are still within the larger agreement, even while ceasing to abide by some parts of it. Now, that 60% enriched uranium stockpile that they built up is clearly, just as it was in the Obama years, is clearly simply a card to play in negotiations to deal away. That uranium is there to give up if they can get America to back down and lift the sanctions. That's all it is. If they wanted to make weapons-grade uranium, they could have made weapons-grade uranium. They weren't doing that. They're getting closer because it's a card to play in negotiations. And now and one last point, and then I swear I'll stop, and you made this point. Nothing changed. Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, says nothing changed. They did not break out toward a nuclear weapon. There was no casus belli here, even if you accepted the premise that you could launch a preemptive war to prevent them from getting a nuke, which is a whole other argument. But even if you accept that premise, nothing had changed in Iran other than the timeline, the arbitrary timeline of Trump's demand had expired, and you hear Trump and the rest of the hawks trying to conflate having a nuclear program at all with being on the verge of achieving a nuclear weapons capability. And this is what George W. Bush called shorthanding it. In other words, they just imply a bunch of lies because they can't explain what they mean.
So true. You want to hear Tulsi Gabbard, Trump's elected official, say that's a lie? Trying to find it real quick. Doody doody doo, doody doody doo. Found it. Here we are. Yeah, it's just all lies. I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna fall for it again. You know. Do we all remember what the war on terror was like, right? Because there wasn't any decent, like the best. They literally we were going through financial struggles. Because of Bush policies when it came to the housing market. It was like the best opportunity for people to make some income to afford a house and start their lives was to join the military, and we had young men and women die in the name of a lie. You know? Like there's a fever dream. It's like a fever pitch at a certain point where it's like you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. The world can't survive this for too long. You gotta snap out of it.
Iran continues to seek expansion of its influence in the Middle East, despite the degradation to its proxies and defenses during the Gaza conflict. Iran has developed and maintains ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and UAVs, including systems capable of striking U.S. targets and allies in the region. Tehran has shown a willingness to use these weapons, including during a 2020 attack on U.S. forces in Iraq and in attacks against Israel in April and October 2024.
Those attacks were in response to the attacks of Gaza.
Iran's cyber operations and capabilities also present a serious threat to U.S. networks and data. The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon.
Wait, what was that?
Not building a nuclear weapon, and continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader building a nuclear weapon. Iran is not building a nuclear weapon. That Iran is not building a nuclear weapon. That Iran is not building a nuclear weapon.
Damn, son. Even your own cabinet members are calling out the lie? Oh, shit. Yikes. That ain't good. That ain't good. And when Trump officials have been questioned on this, Tulsi Gabbard said it's not happening. They're not trying to, and they don't have the capability of doing it. They tiptoe, tippity tap tap dance all around because they know it's a lie. How many lies and how much bullshit does this administration have to do before the 20-30% of American population that are like on their knees sucking the boot of Trump, brown-nosing him, thinking that he's like a divine being to enact like Christian values within the nation? And how long until these people are just like, yeah, no, oh my gosh, he's actually the Antichrist? You know? My goodness. That's just a simple little thing. We're still doing we're still in it. I think I'm gonna end it with this one right here.
On have as of today.
Right now,
Wait. There we go.
How many nuclear weapons does Iran have as of today?
Right now, I hope none.
Okay, how many does Israel have?
No idea.
No idea? You were in the government. They don't tell you that stuff.
No idea.
Who do they tell?
No idea.
Do you recognize the hypocrisy of Israel having a secret illicit nuclear weapons program that it won't open up its doors to and won't talk about, and then lecturing everyone else in the region about nuclear weapons?
Absolutely not. You know why?
Yeah, it seems pretty hypocritical. If you don't have this like programming or this state propaganda pushing your mind to see things in a black and white, like, oh, they're our ally, they're the good guys way, you can clearly see there's a hypocrisy here. There is objectively a negative force within this area that is causing the increase of violence and tensions, and it's not by mistake. Like, obviously, there's going to be some bad feelings, even if tomorrow we fix the situation, get people in charge that actually cares about peace, actually start, like, having trade between these nations and communication and peace talks, and there's obviously going to be some sort of, like, bad feelings there for decades. But there's an aggressor in this situation. And there's a person with all of the cards, as Trump would say. And that person is running on rules that no one else is allowed to run on. They got the cheat sheet.
You talked about hypocrisy. If an Iranian guest came on my show and I asked him about Iran's nuclear program, he said, I don't know, I'm not going to talk about it. Would you be okay with that? You'd be outraged.
Of course,
and yet you sit here as a former minister of the Israeli government saying, "Oh, I don't know, never talked about nukes with anyone."
Because there was like 16 United Nations Security Council resolutions against Iran.
And there is against Israel. And there is against Israel as well.
About
your nuclear program.
No.
Yes, there is. UN Resolution 487. Let me read it to you. The UN Security Council in 1981 says, calls upon Israel urgently to place its nuclear facilities under the safeguards of the IAEA. Why haven't you done that?
Because...
Oh, they're breaking laws. Uh-oh. They're not following international law, and we don't know how many nukes they have, but we do sure know that they have them.
Iran has never attacked a neighbor. Israel has repeatedly attacked its neighbors. Iran signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Israel has refused to sign. Iran submits to inspection by the International Nuclear Energy Agency. Israel refuses to submit. Iran has no nuclear weapons. Israel has between 75 and 400 nuclear weapons. So Israel poses an existential threat to Iran. For the last 40 years, Israel has conducted a systematic campaign of disinformation about Iran. Why the lies? Why the double standards? Why the hypocrisy?
All right. I'm not sure about like not attacking its neighbors necessarily. If you don't count like the military bases within a like the American military base as the neighbors, I guess that's true. You know. And this was before. Pretty sure this was published. Like this interview was before Iran. Right? And them got into battle. Right? Alrighty. Let me see if I can set up the game. The game. And we can just play game. The game. Do 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 do. What game? Now we'll try it. We'll try Helldivers. So yeah, I'm gonna have a debate about like Israel's actions. I think there's people that are way better at like arguing for this. It's not my strongest point. To me, it's just like such like this is just so obvious that to deny it is psychotic. It's kind of like, oh, I just have to look at reality. Cool, Logitech, cool. Is it gonna start? Oh, there it goes. Oh no.
Super Earth, our home.
Fix this real quick.
Prosperity, liberty. Hi there. Democracy, our way of life. Oh, hello.
Oh no. This is what I was worried about. This is what I was worried about. Oh no. My model is not having a good time right now. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my model is not liking this right now. The game is running pretty smooth, at least.
Take command of the galaxy's liberation. Every sector in the galaxy must be purged of the alien menace.
Let's see real quick. Let me. Oh, okay. Let's see what I can. Let's close Steam because we don't need Steam open. Let's close the internet browser because we don't need that anymore. Okay, hopefully, let's see if anything's running in the background. Yeah, close Steam. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Open. Open sesame. Yeah. Let me, I'm not sure if the side chat's just broken or not, but I swear there was someone that chatted something earlier. Let's say no to that. Let's say small to that. the amount of glitches my model is doing. I'm pretty sure it's like it's a problem with my internet, not necessarily the computer. It's probably the computer. There's probably my PC's pretty good, but yeah, there we go. Let's lock it. Okay, we're smooth still. Okay, cool. Cool. Or maybe not. or maybe not. Okay, we're just gonna hop
The bridge
into
is yours,
here.
Helldiver. Take us to the fight.
Yeah, my model is just dying. My God. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so the game is at least. Okay, cool. The game is at least playing correctly. Ignore my model. I'm glitching. I'm feeling like we should fight some bots. I'd honestly rather fight bots than anything else. Let's do something nice that's simple. Peacekeeping. Let me. Oh no, I don't think I can handle that on my own. Oh, I could kill it. I can kill the Hulk.
Destroyer coordinates received.
My goodness.
Initiating FTL jump to the Aesir Pass system.
Let's go.
Jump complete. Mission coordinates locked.
Oh. Where's Raw? It's like really hot. It is stupid hot here right now, and I honestly I don't like it. I don't like the summer. I like winter. You can at least like put on more You can put on more layers within the summer, but you can't really do that. I mean, in the winter, you can put on more layers in the winter, but you can't really do that in the summer. I think this is a good one.
Hell divers to hell pods. Repeat. Hell divers to hell pods.
Let's go. I'm gonna have to see what I can do about my model not glitching out as much, you know? Maybe when I get my PNG, maybe when I get my PNG, it'll be better, you know? Jesus. Nope. Yeah, we're having a time.
Orbital inbound.
Oy vey. Boy.
Got a sample.
Leo.
Dropping a pin. Northeast, 100 meters.
Oh my goodness. Did you? Oh, they're shooting. Okay. I thought they were. I thought they were. I thought they like blew themselves up on the mine. I was like, are you freaking serious? Thank you. Fish and rice for Din Din. Very cool.
Dropping a pin. East, 200 meters.
A medal. My PC is trying its hardest, and I applaud it for that.
Found something. Found something.
Oh shit. Where the hell is this freaking base at? Oh god. Oh shit. No, 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 no.
What injury?
Come on. There it is.
Sending in an eagle.
Squad lost. Deploying replacement squad.
A Lamau.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Yeah, oof.
Found something. Bag's empty.
See this, I think Helldivers is a good example of like warfare, and I don't think war is cool. I don't like war. War is pretty no bueno. I wouldn't want to be in this. It's fun to hold a controller and like fight robots, but like this IRL, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm like really good actually.
Calling down a support weapon.
Bless you. I'm not dying for Israel. That's for sure.
Calling down a sentry.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Do 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 do. See, I'm not. Oh God. Oh, it's up there. No.
Democracy delivered.
No, it didn't. It got stuck up on top. I thought it would blow up the whole thing. I thought it would crash it. I thought it would break it. Run away. Big bombs. Did it work? Did we get him? Are you sit? The bomb hit the stupid tower. Oh my God.
Critical stratagem available.
Calling in a hell bomb.
Give me the bomb. Give me the bomb. Give me the bomb. Give me the bomb. Give me the bomb.
Throwing grenade.
Reinforcement available.
Oh.
Reinforcing.
You, come on. Come this way.
Request approved. Reinforcements
Come this way.
have been launched.
Are you?
Has prevailed. Now head to the extraction point.
Are you? Are you serious? Those things are like really hard. I thought. What is going on? What the fuck? I can only imagine what I look like to like the person I'm playing with right now. I'm probably like glitching all over the map and stuff. I might just have to make it so I don't have a model up until. Oh no. Yeah, get him. Oh no. We're gonna go Wild West. Are you serious? They shot off the nuke for no reason. Nope.
Tagging map.
Okay. Where's that at?
Proceed to extraction when ready.
Run away. How much time do we still have on the map? I have no idea.
Requesting orbital.
Engaging orbital laser. Automaton outpost destroyed.
You know, what'd be really cool. Peace. That'd be pretty aight. I'm all for that. Question mark. Hey, look, it's shiny. Oh no. Oh no, I think like everything is just like, oh, between Streamlabs, my VR model, and okay. It seems like the only thing that's messed up right now is my VR model, and Streamlabs is glitching out too. But other than that, like I'm watching my own stream and like Helldivers is fine. So I have no idea. Is there another? Why are you going over there? If anything, there's that. Look at this nerd. Idiot. I feel like they're like, what the heck? Why is it like this? That's so funny. I'm gonna see because I'm looking at my own stream. I'm gonna see if there's like a better, like if I can lower the duration of the lag in between, because that's a hefty lag in between. You know. I think this is a good game in general. Oh god, no. Oh no, don't notice me. I'm nothing but the mist. Okay. I think this is a good game because it is a good it's a decent representation of like how a hyper-nationalistic, hyper-militaristic propaganda mill can convince people to just like throw their lives away without question. Like these people don't even actually vote. It's they have an AI vote for them. Right? Alright, we can go now.
Dropping a pin.
Yeah, they don't even vote. It's like, oh, democracy doesn't really mean anything in this world because, like, what they call democracy, it's like reduction absurdum, right? Like, the words have no meaning anymore. And it's just all about the war and conquest for resources. Oh, did I not do it right? There he goes. Doody doody doo. I thought I did it, and then I looked away, and then it didn't do the thing, so I was like, what the heck?
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Very nice. Very nice. There ain't no enemy. That's usually they start spawning.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Doody doody doo doody doody doo doo.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
It's the most peaceful way to leave. Very nice. Very cool. They know we're just vibing. Yeah, typically it's like a whole ordeal.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Calling down support weapon.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. This is Pelican 1. Preparing for touchdown.
Oh God. No. How dare you? No. They tried, but they failed.
Democracy prevails once more.
Oh man. Democracy. Let's go. Let's go democracy. We did it. We did the murdering for the voting. Yay. I love my country. I love my planet. Super Earth. Let's go. We did 10%. Wow. Wow. Heck yeah. Who needs a hero when you are a hero? I need a hero. I just wanna play with you. Don't kick me, please. I don't wanna have to look for a different lobby. I need a hero. I know you're a random person, but please don't kick me.
The hour of our next victory rapidly approaches. Let us cleanse the galaxy.
Whoa. You flying. It's been a minute since I played. Yep, there we go. There we go. Huzzah. My amazing, beautiful, awesome partner made me fish and rice. And it's delicious. And I love her for it. So if you hear me nomming, I'm sorry. But it's din din time. Maybe I'll take the second to there we go. See, as soon as I do this, then my model is not all messed up. But as soon as I like have my windows focused onto the game, that's when it's like, nope. Lol, nope. You thunk wrong, homie. I don't even know. I don't get why that's the case. I have to look into that. So maybe until then, I will just delete. No, I'm not going to delete my model. I think it's actually really funny that I'm glitching out. We gonna go, homie? Maybe not. Maybe I should just leave to my own thing, my own devices. I'm on a time crunch. I have enough time to do like a little bit more of the gaming.
The logistics involved in running the DSS. I could think about it all day.
Let's turn this up a little bit more. Let's press E to talk again.
The DSS is so large, it's run by 10 shipmasters. Can you imagine?
Wow, 10. I guess it's a big boy
Greetings,
ship.
Helldiver. The Galactic War
It's
awaits.
a big boy ship.
Select an operation, Helldiver.
Why is it only giving me these? I don't want to do these. Honestly, me getting curb stomped in this? Oh, I can do nuke.
Mission coordinates locked.
I can shoot
Hellpods
on
prime.
nuke.
Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Probably that. And that. And the shield because I'm a loner. And actually not that. Probably a mortar because I'm a loner. A mortar that specifically slows them down. Doing full supplies, running. Or health. I got a backpack, so... Is that the dog? Did I get the watchdog accident? Guard dog. Yeah, I'd rather have a guard dog. Full supply, let's go.
Launch initiated.
It'd be pretty tight if anybody that's watching right now, the 3 people that are watching, said something in response, so I can actually have someone to talk to or like respond to. Even if you hate me, that'd be cool. Even if it's just like, you suck at the game. So true, I do. The thing that I've noticed the most about streaming is like, without an active chat, it's really hard to just yap by yourself, you know, just yap away. I thought I would be good at yapping, and I guess I am, but I'm just yapping about nothing.
Let them brawl. Let them face the insurmountable might of the Helldivers.
Oh god. Are you serious?
Fire in the hole.
My goodness.
Deploying support weapon.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's been months since I played this game. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Give me my backpack. I need my dog. He's such a good boy. My good boy. Hello, good boy. Just got medals laying around. You earned this by finding it. Good job. Good job. You do a good job. Let's deal with these
Tagging map.
first. Kind of hard to do when you're all by yourself, but I think we can do this. We got this. Especially because I've been like, why is he little sneaky bastard? Little sneaky sneakerton. Look at that. Lol. Why won't you die? Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Go, 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 go. Kill, 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 kill. Murder, murder, murder. Death, death, death. Kill, kill, kill. Call me, call me, call me.
You will never destroy our way of life!
See, communists aren't people.
But
If they were, then why would they be so robotic? Oh my god. Good job, laser boy. Nope. Good job, dodge.
That's called democracy!
Now, either I get it perfectly, or...
Fire in the hole!
I got it! The or was, or I have to wait till the door opens. Hell yeah, brother. Let's see, what is this? That's actually a new thing I've never
Dropping a pin.
witnessed before, because it's been months since I played this game.
Objective nearby.
That's a big place. Big place? The wrath of God.
Firing orbital
See,
laser.
communists aren't people, and that's why God is on our side. Look at the wrath. Beautiful. Oh my god, no.
Have a taste
They're
of
swarming.
democracy!
They're just bots, bro. They're just bots. It's okay. There's no consciousness to bots. I'm not against communism, but like obviously, if you look the symbology on these things, like, like, I don't know. That just it's like Warhammer / commie feels. And they're like all equal and against capitalism, which is what I'm fighting for. So obviously they're bots
Tagging
and
map.
they're not people. You know. What is the point of traveling the stars if I can't even... Whoa! What's the point of traveling the stars if I can't even, pour the materials that I find and sell it for profit? There's no point. Not a single point. More like an anti-point. Boy got yeeted. Why do I feel like they're weak? I feel like level 4 was a lot harder back in the day. Maybe they, because there was a point in time where it was like got, like, almost impossible to just solo these things. Like, constantly almost dying and stuff. Maybe they changed the difficulty recently? With the new update? Or because this isn't the actual front? The hard factor is nullified? Who knows? I don't knows. Someone might knows. I don't knows. Like the difficulty. So I remember there was a certain update that was like, oh, the less people you have in your party, the harder the mission is gonna be, you know? I gotta get some noms. Heck yeah, I'm good at yapping. I just gotta say whatever comes on my mind. It doesn't gotta make any sense. You just keep on talking. Oh, that's a nuke next to me. Oh no, there's 2 nukes next to me. Why would I stay there? No, 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 no. That was a bad idea. I don't have my God's judgment to rain down upon them, so this might be a little difficult, but we'll figure it out. Oh, hello. Hello, friend. Would you like to buy some cookies? Got some amazing cookies. Oh my god. Why would you die?
Fire in the hole!
This is why the Dodge is so good. I have a backup. Ah, scheisse. Thank you, Dodge. Oh my goodness. Loser. Imagine not wanting to buy my Girl Scout cookies. Like, what a fucking pleb. Oh, that's a good... Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. You get away, sir. Cool. Fire kills them, I guess. I'm trying to just get more ammo. Jeez. Can I just get that too? Can you just leave me alone? 5 seconds.
Bot outpost destroyed.
Yay. I keep on looking to my looking in the corner of my eye and seeing my model just freak out. It's so good. It's so bad, but it's great at the same time.
Tagging map.
Let's go further so we can get closer. Just another lovely walk through the neighborhood. What a beautiful day. The sun's out. I think. Somewhere. The flowers are blooming. The communists are dying. It's amazing. It's great. Why does this map have so many nuclear warheads just like sitting around? This is insane. That's just too many. I should probably heal. It's this. Nope. It wasn't a special flower. I think they did a really good blend of like all of the intergalactic militaristic vehicle. Like this is very similar to like Terminator and also Halo, Warhammer. Like they did such a great blend and nod to the whole genre in general, while making it like a parody but really fun at the same time.
Found something.
What did you find? Is there one other thing that I need to do? Oh. That's good to know. Oh, okay, we're getting. Oh, snap! That guy looks like he needs a hug.
Tactical asset nearby.
Here we come, here comes death to the infidels. We gotta kill all the terrorists trying to capture our nuclear warhead. Doo 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 doo. They're so cute. I'm gonna call you Betty. That's beautiful. You just get polished recently? What a lovely lady Betty is. Let's set up Betty. Nope.
Objective completed.
Yeah, let's go. Betty
Dropping a
helps
pin.
us. Betty's gonna do a good job. How did I not take any damage? I'm superhuman because when does oh, it's just like anti. So like if they call for backup, it's gonna shoot the backup down. Help me, Betty. Even. No. The door closed. No. Can I blow it up by landing on it? Did it just land in the hole? Oh,
Reporting to the front.
you guys are cute. Freak! Holy moly. No, get up. Get off. Of course. Haha. Open up again. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you.
Throwing grenades.
There we go. The impact grenades are really useful, but you gotta be able to aim. You gotta know exactly where to aim. Oh snap!
Tagging map.
I think raw is necessary. That's a little bit too big for me alone. I'll go in for the funds. Look how many there are. Holy scheisse. No, it is not. That's a whole lot of people. Oh wait, no. That's a whole lot of bots. Clankers? No, 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 no. Get away, get away. Is there anything cool here? No? Alright. Alrighty then. Alright, let's shoot off this nuke.
Dropping a pin.
I was at I did Pride this weekend on Sunday, right? And the talk show host, I got tism, and like the drag, there's a drag show, and the communicator for the drag show, the drag queen that was like introducing all the different other drag queens. She kept on going like, burr, 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 burr. And now she did that. It's just stuck in my head, and I can't. Why? Where's my bot? Where's my little friend? Where's my Rover? Rover, where are you? Val, Rover.
Main objective nearby.
Rover, no. Yeah, dead. That guy's the most annoying. Turn on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I got the tism, so like now my brain's stuck doing like burr, 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 over and over and over again. I thought it was really corny. I don't know why. Because I'm a simpleton.
Fire in the hole!
NPC, who knows? Pretty good though. Burr, 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 burr. The way this like calmly just threw that grenade out.
Bag's empty.
All my mags are empty. Oh no. Dude, I thought we were supposed to paint the roses red, not me red. Why? Why is there so many of them? Where are they all coming from? Oh my god, not the solar panels. Yes, help me, my bots. The screaming is not necessary. I don't like the screeching. I don't like the demonic screeching. There's too much demonic screeching.
Bag's empty.
No. No. Stay down, boy. Stay down. Why? Oof.
I need stems.
Oh, I need stems. Okay. I'm gonna end up dying. There's so many of them. It was so calm and chill. They all like came here and was like, nope.
Deploying equipment package.
It's like I can't get away. I think I was like, oh, it feels like the difficulty level's down. Nope. We're gonna clear this out now. You commie scum. What did capitalism ever do to you?
Kill them all!
Man, that guy just did that. There you go.
Throwing grenade.
You don't deserve. Oh my god. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure I have to go unlock the... Wait, what is the code? Oh, it's 13469. 1, 3...
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
I got that. Almost done. Sir, yes, sir. Me at the secret Hamas nuke site. How do I... How do you...
Bag's empty.
I don't know how to salute it off, but I probably should run away because I'd be... Nah. We're gonna figure it out. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how to salute anymore. They changed a lot of things. There was no emotes.
Affirmative.
They changed it. Oh, here we go. Last thing. I swear I will figure out how to salute again. Nope. Nope. There we go. I figured it out. Whoop. Hell yeah, for America. For Super Earth, let's go.
Freedom spreads yet further. Extract when ready.
Alrighty. Is there any... No.
Tagging map.
Okay. Wow. So beautiful. It's gonna be hard to blow that candle out.
Extraction is available.
Mm-hmm. Time to go home. Wait, going back to Pride. I got a little distracted. I was being attacked a bunch. My brain is all over the place because I'm like, I want to eat delicious rice, veggie, fish. And then I'm like, I gotta play game. But then also I'm like, I have to talk about stuff, you know? And also my model is freaking out. But I went to Pride this weekend. They had drag queens. It was all ages. Surprisingly, there wasn't like anything super inappropriate. For a lot of people, a lot of snowflakes that are triggered over the most little itty bitty things, they might have been like, oh my gosh, how dare you? How dare you reveal this kind of behavior and existence to children? Where this degeneracy to children? No way. Yeah, but it was like parental choice, parental consent. Parents took them there, right? Nothing really inappropriate happened. The drag queens were as like PG as possible. It was literally just performance art. People having a fun time. The community, the mayor came out. The community was all about it. Oh, no. The community was all about it. It just like it just so dumb to me. Oh god. It's just so dumb to me that there's like just because someone loves a certain person, like people love the same sex or identify a different way or dress flamboyantly or show pride in who they are because of the negative response to people within our society towards them just based on who they are. You know, it's a response. It's not like, oh, we're just prideful for no reason. It's like, no, like, you want to say we shouldn't be proud for who like, I shouldn't be myself. I should be ashamed of myself. I should hide in the closet, right? All those things. Just because you don't agree with it, you feel weird about it. Mostly just they feel weird about it, right? So pride is a response to that. Oh, and it was just, oh no! He burnt me. He cooked me alive. Pride is a response to that. It's saying, no, you will not put us in the closet. We will not be ashamed of who we are. Right? And we're going to dress however we want and express who we are to the world. Because two consenting adults should be able to do whatever. Bodily autonomy. You should be able to do what you wish to your own body, right? The state shouldn't get to dictate who you are and how you present yourself. Obviously, nudity laws aside, right? But I was on Facebook group. Like, I was on Facebook looking at the images from the event the day after. And someone posts and tags the event and is like, all you sinners participating in this. It was like an image of Satan sewing together a gay, like a rainbow flag, right? It was like all these sinners within our community gathering in one space to worship the Antichrist. It's like, I don't know about you, but if the devil showed up, that would have been pretty metal. I did not see the devil. And I'm pretty sure, like, it never really made sense to me. Like, why would the devil be so obviously, like,
well done,
not Christian? Like, right? If the devil is meant to, like, try to bring people out of Christianity or make people with the faith fall, wouldn't they, like, specifically target, like, the church itself?
Our enemies forsook mercy long ago. Oblivion is all that awaits them now.
Oh, I don't. That's gonna be too. I'm gonna just die a bunch of times, but we're gonna go into it. Yeah, if I was like the devil, and I was trying to make people that have faith in God fall, God, I would say all these evil, malicious, like hating your neighbor, treating them like subhuman, treating them as like an enemy, treating having hate in your heart, not caring about the homeless, the needy, the poor, the sick, all these people, advocating for policies that exacerbate those things and also fuck over the people that are in that situation, you know? I would say that is Christ-like. If I was the devil, I'd be like, oh yes, this is actually Christ-like, and like masquerade as a Christian. That would make sense, right? Why would the devil need to, like, why would the devil go after, like, people that don't believe in it? Like, if his whole thing is spiteful against God, right? If Lucifer, whatever version of the devil you believe in, if the whole thing is like, oh, I'm spiteful against, I have a spite and I want as many of their worshippers to fall, I would go after the people that declare that they do things in the name of God. Probably this one. No, I have to get a big boy gun, which I already got, and then a shield. No. Yes. The shield. And the mortar. And extra health. Okay. Yeah. I just...
Hellpod launch initiated.
It just never made sense. Because if you look at Christ, like his behavior, he hung out with sick people. He never asked for anything in return. He hung out with the sick, the poor, and the wicked. And he was like, these are my people. I'm here for these people. Not the most devoted to God. Not the people that devoted their entire life to God. No, no, no. He couldn't give less of a fuck about those people.
Fear the shadow of neither death nor tyranny, for justice is your cause.
And it wasn't like, oh, believe and I'll save you. It was, I'll save you. Loser. I don't need to say that for whenever it gets too crazy. Stay away from my friend. Bruh. No! It's already not doing we're not doing good, guys. It's already a shit show.
Sending down support weapon.
He's so beautiful. Where's my support? Oh, there it is. Is anybody like anyone that's like watching right now? Do they feel that like? Because I think the most damning thing about religion in general is the way you're able to justify the most inhumane and like hateful behaviors towards people because it's in the name of God, right? Oh no! I need my limbs, please.
Freedom never sleeps!
You have to play like it's zombies. Run a trail. Run a train. Let them spawn. Let them spawn. Come in. I love this gun because it can kill these guys even though they got the armor. It goes like through. Oh no 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 no. Yeah, there it is. It's glitching.
I need stabs!
Oh no. Oh no.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
One death. We can do it. We can do it. 17%. We can do it.
Have been launched.
Ready to liberate.
Eat my laser. Y'all gonna die now. Too many of you nerds. My goodness. These guys always reminded me of, like these robots right here, they've always reminded me of like Invader Zim. Not Invader Zim. Destroy All Humans. Like the first one. The general with the suit of armor. reaching, bro.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
You're like this stupid idiot. Can't even stay alive. What a moron. What a dude. I like the grenade launcher. The one shot.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Oh, it did do the thing. I think I'm supposed to hit an engine. Yeah, you can just, like what I was trying to say before, you can justify wickedness, with, righteousness. By, like, claiming, gee, like oh, no, there's too many. If you can convince a populace, or, like, a group of people, like, what they're doing is righteous, even though, like, objectively is freaking awful and wicked, you can, like, get them to justify almost anything, right? All in the name of my lord. He's trying to be sneaky. He's trying to be sneaky. No, I want this. I want this. Dude, the glitch is, like, giving me such a hard time now. It's a big boy gun. Y'all can burn in the fires of... oh no. The fires of robot hell for all I care. Like, Futurama. I've seen robot hell. I know that place exists. No. No. Do I have my laser yet? Come. We dying here, bruh. We dying.
That's empty.
Why is the map redder than the devil's face? Smile. I don't know. It's redder than communism right now. I'm stuck between, like, war bad and religion bad, because a lot, like, what we're seeing right now is a lot of these wars are being justified on, like, religious terms too, you know, for the glory of... oh my goodness, can you, like, not? I like hugs and all, but, like, dude, give me some space. Please. Oh my goodness. Run away! Ooh, penny. So close, but yet so far. I need to find a safe place to reload the big boy. Here's a good place to reload the big boy. That is not a good place to reload the big boy. No!
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Joining the fray.
I should have got more mortars. More mortars. More. Find the thing, you idiot.
Sending down sentry.
Like I should have got 2 sentries rather than this one. Oh, he's after it. That's my friend!
That's empty.
That's my friend you're trying to kill. Oh no. No. Or even, we're like halfway there. Oh my god. Oh, it's because they're up there and the mortar's shooting itself.
Reinforcements on the
Yay, I love that. I'm gonna have to wait until, I'm gonna have to wait until I get a little bit higher. Oh no, I only have one life left. I really need to step up the game. Run, 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 run. Run away.
5 minutes remaining. I repeat, 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna do it now. Do it now.
Engaging orbital laser.
Yeah, kill him. Loserville. Oh, you gonna slice me? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Blow your friend up, sure. What the front door? Where are they coming from? I don't even have like a single time. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I feel like this is like the last episode, the last mission on Reach right now. This isn't. I'm all alone on this freaking map. And the last stand on Reach. Let's go. I'm about to die. There's no way I make it through this. How many? 60 per? No, there's no way. There's absolutely no way I do this right now. She don't got it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. She don't got this. I got some things, but not this. Yeah, not this. Nope, 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 nope. Kill, murder, death. You hit me, I hate you, loser. Fight. Ugh. Do I even have? Yes, I do. Thank God. Thank my God. Thank Hestia, please. Oh my! No, there's too many of them. Why are there so many of them? No. I love that for me. I love running around like a rat, back and forth in the same place, trying to get any breathing room. I possibly can. I'm locked in at this point. I'm locked in. The guys with the chainsaws next to me. Run away. Grab this gun. No, 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 no. No. Reload. 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 All I wanted to do was enjoy a nice vacation. No, 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 no. Don't salute, don't. Maybe I should just accept my fate and salute. I'm gonna, maybe.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
I told you.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
I got one more. I thought I didn't have another one.
1 minute remains. Destroyer departure imminent.
Oh my God, give me. No, I don't have enough time for a third laser. No, I should have done it sooner.
Deploying support weapon.
What have I done? You turned her against me. You did that yourself. Oh, here we go. We can do this. Yes, give me a bunch of little idiots. No, no, not the big idiots. The little idiots. I like the little idiots, not the big. Get away from my friend. He did nothing to you. No. No. Gotta run.
Super destroyer leaving low orbit. Emergency extraction shuttle deployed.
Did I kill them enough?
Have visual on the extraction zone.
Nope.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
I didn't kill enough in time, but I did survive.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
At least I didn't like lose all my health.
Extraction complete. Pelican
I don't
1 beginning ascent.
I don't. With that. And with that, I think we're done. Between glitchy me not knowing what the hell to talk about, me just yapping, and the next stream will be good. The next stream will be decent. There will be a debate. So on Modern Day Debates, the Discord, my link tree is in the bio, so if you want to join my Discord or follow me on any social medias, you can do that. Next, yeah, I at least survived the objective. Yeah, next Wednesday, I should have my next stream. I'm gonna try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 6 to 9. If something comes up, then I'll say something on my Discord. I mostly communicate through my Discord. You can also get a link if you follow. You can also get an alert on my Discord every single time I do stream, right? So on Wednesday, we're going to debate on Modern Day Debate, is Israel's actions justified? Which I don't think they are, especially when we look at like in response, the rhetoric, like all the totality of it. I don't think they are. I kind of gave a little bit of doom scrolling to show why I don't think they are. I'll do my due diligence to try to make a cohesive argument with reputable sources and make notes. So I'm able to argue these positions. It's not the strongest thing I can debate because I'm not like familiar with all the nuances, and people can easily just like say shit out of their rear end, like out of their ass, you know. But next one's gonna be good. After the debate, we can play more games. Yeah, so if you're on Modern Day Debate, the Discord, or if you'd like to join my Discord, join on in or watch through my stream. I think that's